Beneath the oceans and lakes of our world lie haunting reminders of history. Ships that once sailed proudly, now frozen in time at the bottom of the water. From legendary ocean liners to warships sunk in battle, these wrecks are still visible today, some even after more than a century underwater. In this video, we count down 15 famous shipwrecks you can still find beneath the waves. The Edmund Fitzgerald was a massive American freighter over 220 meters long, carrying iron ore across Lake Superior. On November 10, 1975, it sank suddenly during a fierce storm, taking all 29 crew with it. The wreck lies in two large sections, about 160 meters deep in Lake Superior. Divers and sonar surveys have revealed it is incredibly well preserved due to the icy fresh water. In December 1941, just days after Pearl Harbor, Japanese aircraft sank two British warships, the battleship HMS Prince of Wales and the battlecruiser HMS Repulse. Both went down near Malaysia with heavy loss of life. Today, the wrecks lie about 68 meters deep in the South China Sea, considered sacred war graves. Sadly, illegal salvaging has damaged parts of them. The Italian luxury liner Andrea Doria collided with another ship, the Stockholm, in heavy fog on July 25, 1956. It quickly capsized and sank off the coast of Nantucket, Massachusetts. The wreck rests about 75 meters underwater, tilted dramatically on its side. Dangerous currents and collapsing structures have made it one of the most challenging and deadly wrecks for divers. Titanic's sister ship, the Britannic, served as a hospital ship during World War I. On November 21, 1916, it struck a mine in the Aegean Sea and sank in just 55 minutes. Unlike Titanic, most of the people survived. The wreck is remarkably well preserved and lies about 120 meters deep off the Greek island of Kea, still recognizable as Titanic's mighty sibling. On December 7, 1941, during the attack on Pearl Harbor, Japanese planes bombed the battleship USS Arizona. It exploded and sank, killing over 1,100 crew. The wreck remains in Pearl Harbor, partly visible from the surface. Today, it is a solemn memorial site, with oil still seeping slowly from the hull, often called the ship's tears. This British merchant ship was carrying military supplies during World War II, when it was sunk by German bombers in October 1941. Today it lies in the Red Sea near the Sinai Peninsula, at a depth of about 30 meters. Divers can explore trucks, motorcycles, weapons, and even boots still stacked in the holds, like a frozen W2 time capsule. The Lusitania was a British ocean liner sunk by a German U-boat on May 7, 1915, off the coast of Ireland. Nearly 1,200 passengers and crew died. The wreck lies about 90 meters deep off Kinsale, Ireland. Though partially collapsed, its massive hull is still identifiable, a reminder of one of World War I's most infamous tragedies. The USS Indianapolis delivered parts of the first atomic bomb before being torpedoed by a Japanese submarine on July 30, 1945. Of nearly 1,200 men on board, only 316 survived, many dying from shark attacks while awaiting rescue. The wreck was only found in 2017, resting 5,500 meters deep in the Philippine Sea, astonishingly well preserved. King Henry VIII's beloved warship, the Mary Rose, sank in battle against the French on July 19, 1545. It capsized in the Solent near Portsmouth, taking most of its crew with it. Half of the ship was raised in 1982, and is now displayed in a museum, but the other half remains buried in the seabed, preserved for nearly 500 years. Once a luxury ocean liner, the President Coolidge was converted into a troopship during World War II. In October 1942, it struck friendly mines near Espiritu Santo in Vanuatu and sank. The wreck lies on its side at depths between 20 and 70 meters, making it one of the largest and most accessible shipwreck dives in the world. The mighty German battleship Bismarck terrorized the Atlantic before being sunk by the Royal Navy on May 27, 1941. Over 2,000 sailors perished. The wreck lies 4,700 meters below the North Atlantic. Discovered in 1989, it remains astonishingly intact, a powerful reminder of WOTU's naval battles. The Wilhelm Gustloff was a German liner evacuating civilians and soldiers during World War II when it was torpedoed by a Soviet submarine on January 30, 1945. Over 9,000 people died, making it the deadliest maritime disaster in history. The wreck lies 44 meters deep in the Baltic Sea, declared a war grave and closed to divers. In February 1944, U.S. forces launched Operation Hailstone, sinking more than 40 Japanese warships and 250 aircraft in Chuuk Lagoon, Micronesia. Today, the lagoon is an underwater museum, with battleships, aircraft carriers, submarines, and planes resting in crystal-clear waters, attracting divers from all over the world. On October 14, 1939, German U-boat U-47 infiltrated the British naval base at Scapa Flow and torpedoed HMS Royal Oak. The battleship sank quickly, killing 833 men. The wreck lies in shallow waters at about 30 meters, still marked by a buoy and protected as a war grave. Each year, Royal Navy divers place a flag on the ship in remembrance. The most famous shipwreck of all, the Titanic. On April 15, 1912, after striking an iceberg, the so-called unsinkable ship sank in the North Atlantic, taking more than 1,500 lives. The wreck was discovered in 1985, lying 3,800 meters deep. Though slowly deteriorating, its bow and stern remain recognizable, haunting symbols of maritime history. These shipwrecks are like frozen moments in time, each one holding stories of human tragedy, bravery, and history. Some have become memorials, others are divers' paradises, but all remind us of the power of the sea. Which of these wrecks do you find most fascinating? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more journeys into history's hidden depths.